Patience and wisdom are synonymous. Good day and welcome. In my last episodes, I started with P&P, People and Places, a tabloid that used to make its circulation in Ghana in those days. The issue was the date of this paper was 10 to 12, 2003. I think the last topic we discussed was the world's fattest cat. The picture is here again for everybody to see. And what is written under at the bottom left-hand corner? Let me read it. At the bottom left-hand corner. That is, Tonya dwarfs an ordinary cat. The question is precisely how much does she weigh? You can see the cat. So if you want to know more about it, maybe you go to the previous episodes. Today, we're going to the next page, and the next story on it was Snakes, Vulture, Attack, Pastor. Snakes, Vulture, Attack, Pastor. By P&P reporter, no name. So let's see. Osofo Kojo Emmanuel Ayisi, leader of the Ebenezer Healing Church, has for over a decade now been battling with several unseen forces in his bid do the will of God. I think in his bid to do. Two is omitted. Let me fix it. In his bid to do the will of God. But full stop. Battling because it is alleged that several evil forces whose misdeeds have been brought to the fore and at times destroyed through the powers of the aged man of God have openly threatened and attacked him both spiritually and physically. Full stop. Over the years, Osofo Ayisi has been attacked countless times at odd hours by strange birds and reptiles like snakes and vultures. Speaking to P&P about some of his horrible experiences, he related that some time ago, a woman he exposed for bewitching her sister threatened to attack him for daring her. Full stop. Early the next morning, Osofo Ayisi was on his way to the farm when he was suddenly attacked midway by a huge vulture, which slapped him several times with its wings. This cowardice. Why doesn't he manifest himself in human being and attack him? Why do you turn yourself into a vulture before attacking? Coward like you. Eh? Okay. Slapped him several times with its wings. Inverted commas. I stood my grounds and started praying fervently, and in no time I realized that the vulture, which was flying left and right, crashed in between two trees, fell down, and virtually looked like it had been cut into pieces. Brackets, inverted commas close. Paragraph. He cited another instance when two reptiles strangely crept into his residence very late in the night. But with the help of some neighbors, he was able to subdue and kill both snakes, one of which was a big python. Paragraph. Commenting on some of his wonderful healing sessions, Osofo Ayisi stated that the recent one was when a 16-year-old girl who confessed being a witch led him to dig up a mysterious pot which contained very strange objects including a decomposed goat head with horns, kola nuts, and needles. by PMP reporter. Uh, the next story. I have HIV/AIDS. Man tells court. Hmm? A 70-year-old ex-convict, Yaomeni, 70, or even not 70, 72 years, sorry. A 72-year-old ex-convict, Yaomenu, who has been in prison for two occasions, stand the Nkoko Magistrates Court presided over by Mr. William Buampong when he confessed at the open court that he was an AIDS patient. Full stop. He made the confession immediately after the court sentenced him to an 18-month jail term for stealing a fowl. Wow! For stealing a fowl belonging to one Kweku in Kansa from Kwewu, a man from near Nkoko. See how poor we are. Hmm? Just a fowl, stealing a fowl, the matter has gone to court. Hmm? The rich people will just laugh and maybe add another fowl to him. Oh yeah, that people will do that because say you are hungry. Okay, you stole it. I've given you another one. But in poor society, no. You steal a needle, steal just a needle. Huh? In Nigeria, they will put a nail in your head like this and use hammer on top of the nail. Pa, pa, pa. When everything enters, they say walk away. Hmm? A foul. Okay, for stealing a fowl belonging to one Kweku in cancer from Kweku, a man from near Nkoko. Full stop. The facts of the case as presented by Inspector J.P. Arthurway, that on 11th January 2003, Nkansa saw men strangling one of his Nkansa's fowls behind his house. Nkansa reported the matter to the police, and Menu was arrested and charged. Okay, even the strangling aspect is a wicked act. I support Nkansa. There are people like that just go away, just go about stealing like that. I've seen it. People just get out, squeeze, turn the neck like a knob, throw it away. And it dies. They come back and take it and walk away. Mhm. We've seen it. Somebody saw it and told me. Mhm. And that is the job of such people. They never stop. So in cancer, you are right to go to court. Mhm. Uh, and Menu was arrested and charged. PMP further gathered that Menu had, prior to the theft, been in prison twice. He first served a 25-year term for the murder some of someone at Obo Kuwu, at Obo Kwahu, at Obo Kwahu, Obo Kwahu, and then in 6 months jail term for stealing a fowl. Okay. Mm. If he kills, the fowls will kill him. He kills fowls and fowls will also kill him. Paragraph. He was therefore sentenced to another 18 months term for, for yet another foul theft. This was after the presiding judge rejected his claim that he was HIV positive and ordered the police to send him to the Kofredua prisons to begin his sentence. At the prison, many told the prison officers about the AIDS problem, so the officers rejected him. Aha. His trick has worked. They won't even near him. Man fears death. Okay. Menu, who was sent to Ukoko by court warrant officer, into brackets CWO Sergeant Owusu Sechere, where he was admitted at the Nkoko Holy Family Hospital, was was observation sorry was observation died for observation, sorry, Nkoko Family Hospital for observation, died after 6 days while on admission. Okay, he was right. I think it's not playing pranks. Okay, the hospital authorities confirmed the death, but could not tell whether he died of AIDS or some other disease. By PMP reporter. Man grabbed for abducting 9-year-old people. I don't think we need to waste time on it. Okay, director of passports duped. I don't think that one either is very important. Director of passport duped by Stella Gani. Okay, maybe we can read a few lines. The kind of courage mustered by Mr. Na Okuno, 42, a native of Adafuo in the Greater Accra region and a resident of Orgill Road, Buabishi, stroke Accra, who claims to be a business executive to dupe no mean a personality than the Deputy Director of Passports, Mr. Morgan Brown, of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has landed him in a big trouble. His fate would soon be determined by her worship, Mrs. Ivy Hayward Mills, at the Medina District Magistrates Court Grade 1, at the Medina District Magistrate Grade 1 Court, where he is being arraigned for fraud. And the fraud involves what? 20 20,000 US dollars, 50 pieces of what? Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, man rapes daughter, 6 in the bush. Whoa. Okay, let's go there. Uh, During the new year, January 1st, 2003, when most parents were doing everything within their power to make the festive occasion an enjoyable one for their children, the kind of especially the kind of gift a 40-year-old fisherman gave to his tiny 6-year daughter has almost destroyed the child's future and landed him in the grip of the law. Uh, Alige Na, paragraph. Alige Na, a native of Pram Pram in the Greater Accra region, lured his daughter into a bush on New Year's Day and raped her. Oh, instead of buying goods for her, like stated above. Mm. Instead of buying some gifts for her on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, you rather lure her into the sin and rape her. You see why sometimes we like Saudi Arabia, hmm, for beheading people. How can somebody do this? And he will stop there. We will let him go free. He will do it again, maybe to another family. You see, even if it's crazy, I don't know. I don't think we should still support it. Hmm. Okay, court has sentenced the accused. Okay, Alegana, a native of Pampram in the Greater Accra region, lured his daughter into a bush on New Year's Day and raped her. For this shameful, for this shameful act, a Timam Circuit Court has sentenced the accused to a 7-year jail term after he pleaded guilty to the charge of defilement. Paragraph. After Alige admitted the offense and was sentenced, he amused all present at the court when he related that he should have been dealt with leniently because he did not even discharge because he did not even discharge during the act before he was arrested and charged with incest. Can you hear that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, a sentence. We have a sentence for you have a sentence for raping your child, and you say the court should treat you leniently because you didn't discharge. People are crazy. Anyway, everybody wants to be sympathized with when they are in trouble. Hmm? So before he was arrested and charged with incest. Prosecu- Prosecution earlier told the court that the victim lives with her mother in Pram Pram and her father at a different area. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. That's enough. Okay, Assemblyman's mother gives him away for stealing cement. This story I can remember well. Okay, So, assemblyman in Ghana in those days used to be probably about the lowest government officials in our communities who are supposed to take care of people, mm, guarding, taking care of their safety and their property and whatnot. And then you turn around and then steal cement. And you expect your mother, and you think you didn't know your mother would give you out. She has. May God bless the mom. I think we should leave that one too. Uh, let's go to page 4. Yes, page 4. Living. Suffer no more in silence. They will give you solutions to most of your beauty and slimming problems. Yes, this is a column for beauticians, for women. There's a picture of a beautiful lady here, beautiful damsel here. I need to show it if she's around. I don't know how she looks now. Huh? She may see her own picture when she was on top of the world. Mhm. So you can see. I think we can skip that too. Coping with life, how to raise well behaved kids. Mm, I don't know if we should go there. Then, inspiration to live by. Do you have a second? Okay, we can read inspiration. Huh? Coping with life is here. How to raise well trained kids. Let's read the column at the far end, far right. And that is ABC method of managing attitudes. Let me see. Have you heard of ABC method of managing your attitude? It's simple and A stands for the activating event. Okay, let's go to inspiration first. Inspiration to live by. Um, do you have a second? It's a question. You are worth more than all the money in the world. I wouldn't trade you for anything. You are more valuable than gold. Indispensable. The next line. Indispensable in inverted commas. Then G. It must be somebody important. Bill Gates? Question mark. President Bush? Question mark. No. It's usually the person. It's usually the person who you least pay attention to every day. It's the person in your life. Full stop. Every day. Full stop. It's the person in your life whom you take for granted. Full stop. Is the one who is just always there as part of the background in your hurried little life. Full stop. Paragraph or next line. Next line. It's your best friend. It's your neighbor. It's most likely someone even closer than that. Full stop. Mom. Full stop. Dad. Full stop. Husband. Full stop. Wife. Full stop. Brother. Full stop. Sister. Full stop. Child. Full stop. Then in inverted commas. Oh, they know I love them. They know how important they are to me. God, what would I do without them? Let me remind viewers that the title is Inspiration to Live By. Hmm? What would I do without them? What would I do without them? Okay. Next line. I don't know. Full stop. But pray that you never find out. Full stop. You see, comma, just this week I received wonderful, heartfelt messages from people who have had their lives turned upside down because that person I described in the beginning of this message is gone. Let's see. Dead is gone, full stop. Dead, divorced, run away. Is gone, full stop. Dead, full stop. Divorced, full stop. Run away, full stop. In a coma, full stop. Left behind. Left behind are people saying wonderful things about them, and they aren't there to hear it. Well, the title is Inspiration. As a reminder, I'm there to hear it. Next line. Remaining here are people wondering what hit them because now they feel so empty and lost because of that void left by their absence. Oh my God. With it all, the most tragic part of it all is the heaviest burden of it all. Let me repeat that. With it all, the most tragic part of it all is the heaviest burden of it all. Regret. Regret. Okay. Next line. I know. Next line in inverted commas. I know I should have told them more often. Then another sentence in inverted commas again, inverted commas close. Then a fresh sentence also in inverted commas. If only I knew this was going to happen, I would have been more attentive. Inverted commas close. Another set, another sentence also in inverted commas. You know, one day we were planning to close. Inverted commas close. Then petty, stupid, petty, stupid reasons about being too busy, not aware. Miles separated us. They never told me. I always thought they knew. He was so. I always thought they knew. Comma. He was so healthy. Comma. I didn't know she was depressed. I just figured. So the title is Inspiration. Hmm? Who is the writer? Not told. We are not told. Developed by PMP. Okay, ABC method of managing attitudes. Very good. Let's see. Let's see. Have you heard of the ABC method of managing your attitude? It's simple and effective. A stands for the activating event. Okay, I think so. A stands for the activating event. Let's say you get stuck in traffic. The traffic jam is the activating event. Then B stands for your belief system. You believe that traffic is only getting worse and you will have more and more days like this ahead. C stands for the consequence of the event. You become angry. You want to honk your horn. I don't know where this started. You want to honk your horn. Your stomach is tired. Your stomach is tired in knots, and you bang the dashboard with your fist. That's C. The next line, next line. I think we saw a paragraph. The problem is most people jump directly from A to C. They get stuck in traffic and become angry. Full stop. They think the traffic jam made them upset. Full stop. They don't realize that they didn't have to get angry. Full stop. They skipped an important step. And what is that step? I think that's the step, the important step, I don't maybe B, stands for your belief system. You believe that traffic is only getting worse. Yes, I think that's uh, the important step that has been missed by the one who gets angry straight away. Mm. Because if he believes that if there are more traffic jams to come, he will be cool, or they will be cool. Mm. Let's try it again. Okay, it hasn't finished. It hasn't finished. The problem is most people they skip an important step. Okay, let's go. Let's try it again. A dash you get stuck in traffic. B you believe that you were given some expected and extra time to spend in solitude, to listen to a great tape or to plan your day. C the consequence is that you feel gratitude for the gift of time. I have a friend who is fond of saying, a traffic jam has no power to make us angry. It just stops our car. Yeah, these are people who are patient. This is wisdom. I repeat it. I have a friend who is fond of saying a traffic jam has no power to make us angry. It just stops our car. He is aware that between the activating event and the consequences is something that we control. Column. Our beliefs about what is happening. Full stop. The next time you have a problem at dash at home or at work, big or small, decide to manage your attitude towards it. Full stop. Practice the ABC method. You probably can't change. You probably can't change A, the activating event, but try changing B, your beliefs about the problem. Full stop. When you change your beliefs, you also change C. That's the consequences of the situation. Mm. Full stop. It's an it's as simple as ABC. Manage your beliefs and you will manage to be a lot happier. And the writer is by Steve Goodler. No, it's not Goodler, it's by Steve Goodyear. You spell good and you add IER. So, Mr. Steve Goodyear, thanks for your inspiration. Mm. Thanks for your wisdom. It helps a lot because activating event can never be changed, but you can there and then change your belief system. As soon as it happens, you change your belief. You know that no, as it has come so suddenly, it could happen again. In other words, your belief in B is it could happen again and again and again, and therefore you avoid C, getting angry. Mr. Goodler, I salute you wherever you are. Uh, say good luck again. Goodyear. Mr. Steve Goodyear, salute you wherever you are. Inspiration to live by. Oh, I think we've read this. Yes, yes, we've read this. Let's see if we can go to the next page. Okay, the next column is anti-Adiza for the young ones. Mhm. Of course, the young watch video a lot. So let's go there. Let's read it for them. Failed promise. Failed promise. I am 17 and completed GSS last year. Because my results were good, my uncle came for me with a promise of assisting me to continue my education in Accra. My aim is to become an air hostess in future, and I hope I can achieve it. Sorry for slow reading there. That place is so inky, so dark. Let me show you. It's so dark I couldn't see anything. Okay, let's see. Auntie, the problem is that I have since been at home, though schools have reopened. I am now doing the house chores since there is no house help. When I ask my uncle about continuing my education, he tells me he has no money. What? Uncle Banza, where is Alaji Kokode? We'll give it to him. Uncle Banza. He tells me he has no money. I want to go back to the Volta region to continue my education. Please, what should I do? They want to see wants your uncle wants to spoil your future. He's seen your future is bright and wants to damage it. Hmm? Worried girl, Dansuma Accra, Auntie Jesus says, perhaps your uncle had very good intentions for bringing you to Accra. Hmm? It could be that along the line, something might have gone wrong with his finances. What your uncle needs to do is not just to leave you uninformed, but should to you, explain to you in detail why his promise has not been carried out. I don't believe it, Auntie Adiza. I think the uncle did it intentionally. If it's a proper uncle, if it's a true man worth being called an uncle. No, I don't believe you, Auntie Adiza. Okay. I do agree that while you are in Accra to further your education, you have to help with the housework. If your uncle's position on the money is final, then you may have to encourage your uncle to discuss your education with other family members. Full stop. It could be that other members could assist you to still become an air hostess soon. Okay. The next story. Two sisters. I am 18 and she's also 18. She is in a commercial school and I have completed SSS and I'm working presently. We live in the same house and her two sisters, one of whom is younger. We've been in relationship for 1.5 years now, 18 years so. Hmm. Then the problem is that her younger sister is also after me. I remember this article, yes. Sending me cards and sometimes demanding money from me. I told my fiancée, and she said I should tell her sister to concentrate on her books. She said I should not tell her sister there, I should not tell her sister there is anything between us. I see. Auntie, how should I handle this? This girl is more or less telling you to engage in two of them because she doesn't want the sisters to know that you are with her. Hmm? So if you go to the sister will also pretend that she doesn't want the elder sister to know you are with them. I don't know. Okay, let's hear the advice. Worried boy, Kumasi. Auntie Adiza says, shame on you because your relationship with his with this other sister is kept hidden. Full stop. Hidden because it's not correct and you are not leaving her either to keep to her books. And you are not leaving her either to keep to her books. Can you have any courage to advise this younger sister to be serious with her books? Question. At 18, you should be saving money for your tertiary education instead of creating confusion between two sisters. You see, I exclaim, 80 years. Hmm? 80 years, I didn't know anything about relationships. Hmm? Now, paragraph. Now, worried boy, your worry could grow even bigger if you do not clearly define your proper position with his with his young lady. I think with this young lady, I think it should be this. Did you say she is your fiance? Do you understand who a fiance is? Okay, yes. Since you have not even come out to identify yourself as a lover and not even paid any dowry, question mark. Sit up, young man, and think properly. I love that. Mm. Uh, so, fail promise. I think we read this. Okay, yes. Discharge. The next topic is discharge. I am 27 and I've never engaged in sex. I consider myself a virgin, but I am disturbed by what I read. And I think I've read this. This is a repetition. Hmm. What I read in a reply to somebody in PMP of 20. I visited a friend and watched. We've read this story. It's in the previous one of my former episodes. Mm. Contraband. Let's see. Contraband. Mm. I'm 24 and in a private educational institution in Accra. I live with my uncle who is a tertiary institution who is in a tertiary institution outside Accra and his wife. Due to his studies, my uncle comes home at weekends. Auntie, this lady seduced me into having sex with her, and it's now a regular issue. She pays my school fees and buys for me everything I need. She says she likes sex with me, but I feel guilty and I've resorted to drinking and smoking. I swore to keep this diabolical act secret. You can't. Once you've started drinking and smoking, you can't keep it secret, boy. Let me see who is the writer. Worried SK Dodua. Worried SK Dodua. And I promise to keep this diabolical act a secret. But smoking and drinking is destroying me. Yes, you won't keep it a secret. You can't keep it a secret. Hmm? Okay, worried SK. And the answer is what you are doing is wicked and abominable, and your uncle's wife can best be described as immoral and a contraband. Yes, these are not strong words. They fit the occasion. Are immoral and a contraband. Whatever the circumstances, that's that's a new sentence. Whatever the consequence, whatever the circumstances, you should have said no to this woman. Unfortunately, she made material promises to you and you fell into her trap. It's unfortunate. Hmm? The man wanted to say no, but the male organ wouldn't. Once the male organ is targeted, the head is gone. Hmm? And moreover, I suppose this boy is younger than the woman. The woman is more experienced than him. So it's just the woman who is a very wayward person, wayward human being. Uh, and you fell into her trap. What you are doing now is stabbing your uncle right in his back. Anytime you have sex with this shameless wife, remember Joseph because he ran away from Potiphar's wife. Remember that these man eaters have been there since ancient times. Yes. Mm. Like I said, I personally have refused so many women. I don't know, maybe because in those days I was shy. Even today I'm still shy. And I use my head a lot. Because if you're a man like me and you want to be sexing people, you have children all over the place and you won't last long because such people don't last long. Mm. Such people of abomination don't last long. Mm. Just sleeping with men you don't know by heart. That's out of the scriptures. Mm. Any well guarded person shouldn't do those. You should be afraid. I ran away from women and they hate me. They tell lies against me. I lose my job, lose my accommodation because of such things. May God have mercy on me and all of us. What do you do? He's now comparing him to Joseph or asking him to learn from biblical Joseph. What we are doing is stabbing your uncle right in the back. Anytime you have sex with shameless wife, remember Joseph because he ran away from Potiphar's wife. Remember that these men, man eaters, have been there since ancient times. Paragraph. My advice is that stop sleeping with this lady, and there surely would be a way to complete your education. She may even be too scared to stop paying for fear of reporting her. Auntie Adiza, I don't agree. I don't agree with you. This woman would turn around and report the boy to the husband, fake a lie, and give the boy more problems. They are not ordinary man eaters. They are well versed in uh, crime, in evil thinking. They are so good at it. So the woman will never fear by stopping her aid to him. No, he would rather get him into more trouble. After all, the husband doesn't know it, and he has reported the husband first. I've faced such things before. Mm. Let's see. Controversy. Yeah, we finished with that. Now, mother's choice. Can I remember this story? Yes, mother's choice. Let's see. Mother's choice. I'm 21 and he's 25. We've been together for 6 months, and his mother likes me very much. I love him. and I love him, and I know he also loves me. Until the problem is his ex-girlfriend. This lady is worrying me because he insults me at the least opportunity. My boyfriend's mother does not like her, and she recently came to my place to abuse me verbally. I need your advice. Worried girl, Tepper. Auntie Adiza says, uh, why bother if you are certain that this lady is an ex-girlfriend? What is worrying what is worrying is her attitude of insulting you, even if in our own house. Full stop. As you say, you have the backing of the kingmaker. So why worry? Okay, the kingmaker is the boy's mother. Why worry? Once your relationship is now over 6 months, all you need is to keep your head cool. Full stop. Paragraph. Though the lady's behavior is very unfair, I will not advise you to break up the relationship. It's very clear that your man is behind you, and so is your future mother in law. Full stop. Next paragraph. My advice is that avoid going into a verbal exchange with her, and as much as you can, avoid meeting her if that is possible. Good advice there. Very close. Very close. Another story. Very close. Question mark. Very close. I just began having sex with a man I've been seeing for a month. This means we're very close and could get married, right? Sorry. We could. This means we are very close and could get married, right? It's a question mark. Euraba West Legon. Auntie Adiza says, you know that men say about, you know what men say about people who assume, sorry, you know what men say about people who assume, yeah, that's right, question mark, they make a fool out of you, yet oddly accurate, into brackets, yet oddly accurate, full stop. You should never presume anything about a new relationship until you have some foundation on which to base it. Men are more than men are more than capable of being faithful, but we don't see sex as a natural indicator of commitment in a way that many women do. Think about how often you see him, and if he acts like a boyfriend, showing you affection in public, calling or you or emailing you frequently, going out with you with his pals. First up, if you're comfortable enough, if you're comfortable enough, have conversation on the subject. Just don't jump to the conclusion that he's fully committed you've decided you've decided to be okay. I think we shall stop here, viewers, and we'll continue later. The next article is The Naked Face. Like I said, these are long stories. It's a series of stories. Uh, The naked face. That's it. My fingers pointing out, and this is a picture. We can't. I don't think we'll do that. We won't get. If we have to do that, we won't get much time. We've already skipped so many of them, so uh, let's leave that and think again. Uh, so let's see. The entrepreneur, the right way to promote. That's business. Then, Auntie Adiza with Auntie Adiza to fall in love. What men fall for. Okay, I think this is the column we should go to next time we come. So all I have to do is again thank my viewers. I thank you very much, and may God be with you. Like I say, we have science in the scriptures and science in the tablet. So I believe people will learn from these articles that I'm reading. That is my belief, and maybe related to relate them to the scriptures, like this woman advised the boy, relating his condition to that of Joseph for people to learn from. So you see, the signs, this is a proof that the signs are related. This woman accurately uh, talked about Joseph, how resilient Joseph was by pushing away Potiphar's wife. Mhm. And so we are learning. Thank you very much. Ila likadi. Bye bye.